You will all have heard of the Mars One project, a one-way trip to Mars planned to take place in 2024. The thousands of applicants for the expedition will be narrowed down to the lucky 5 who will, no doubt, disintegrate, suffocate and die when they arrive on Mars, while their death is filmed and viewed on live television for all to enjoy. But this mission to Mars, amongst riots, shootings, all kinds of prejudice and abuse here on our friendly little planet, recalls to me a poem by Gil Scott-Heron. While millions and millions of dollars were being sent into outer space in 1969, into NASA's mission to get the first shuttle onto the moon, normal civilians continue to face economic hardships and racial injustices. The poem in question reads like this. Whitey on the moon. A rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon. I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon. 10 years from now, I'll be paying still while Whitey's on the moon. You know, the man just upped my rent last night, because Whitey's on the moon. No hot water, no toilets, no lights, but Whitey's on the moon. I wonder why he's upping me, because Whitey's on the moon? Well, I was already giving him 50 a week, and now Whitey's on the moon. Taxes taking my whole damn check. The junkies made me a nervous wreck. The price of food is going up, and if all that crap wasn't enough, a rat done bit my sister now, with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon. With all that money I made last year for Whitey on the moon, how come I ain't got no money here? Whitey's on the moon. You know, I just about had my fill of Whitey on the moon. I think I'll send these Dr. Bill's airmail special to Whitey on the moon. Now, it's the same story today. Masses and masses of money is being plugged into this Mars One project, with all people worrying that these applicants will die and that this will be televised live around the world. But I'll remind you of something more shocking than this. Do you know what I suggest? I suggest the 5 people on board the Mars One flight are Romain Brisbane, Tamir Rice, Akai Gurley, Kajim Powell and Isla Ford. Or maybe Dante Parker, Eric Garner, John Crawford, Tyree Woodson and Michael Brown. That last name might mean something to you. I'm suggesting that the 5 humans on board the Mars One flight are the last 5 innocent, unarmed black people to be shot dead by police. I'm suggesting that the 5 humans on Mars are the last 5 black men, brothers, sons, fathers, to be brutally murdered by police. The only difference between the current candidates for the Mars One project and the people I'm suggesting is that these 5 innocent black men will be dead before they even reach Mars. It's a shame, isn't it? Before their death, these men could have been perfect candidates, intelligent, agile, promising young men. And now, their grieving families will finally get the chance to have their deaths televised and remembered, to finally show how they were unjustly shot by prejudiced policemen here on Earth. But who's going to commit to attempting to roll these corpses out on stretchers onto the rough terrain of Mars before dying themselves? Why not the policemen who are the blatant murderers of these men? Or the judges that let them go free and unpunished? It's exactly what the Martians need, isn't it? 5 dead black people on their hands. Hey Mars, what about 76? Because that's how many Earth has had, and that's only from 1999 onwards. And it's the only ones we, the public, know about. I wonder what these corpses will show the Martians about what kind of species we humans are. A species that spawned a racist Ferguson police department who left the dead, uncovered body of Michael Brown out in the baking sun for 4 hours for his family and everyone in the neighbourhood to see, as a twisted and disgusting attempt to strike fear in the hearts of black people. A species that spawned police who, out of nothing but prejudice, stop and searches 5 black people to every 1 white person. A A species that spawned police who do not put harsher sentences on race crimes, when it's clear that these kind of offences can escalate into much more violent and widespread acts of aggression towards minorities. After all, the Mars One project is about making it aware to possible outer space creatures that there is life on Earth. But these outer space creatures, these Martians, what if they already know about life on Earth? What if they've already learned about how we treat our minorities, our visitors? How we call members of our very species illegal aliens if they've fled their war-stricken countries, war-stricken because of our own country's military intervention, and seek refuge in the countries that we call free and welcoming? What if these Martians know about the injustices happening on Earth, and they've decided they never want to visit our friendly little planet? So while everyone is worrying and contemplating the consequences of this one-way trip to Mars, why don't you join me in raising awareness